Brawl news. Here we go. So if you guys enjoy these episodes of Brawl News or just any of my other content here on the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing down below. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, oh boy, do we have some things to discuss here in today's video. After any update, I feel like there's always a ton of things happening inside of the community, but this one especially, there is a ton of stuff going on. So starting things off over here in Brawl Stars, I've been seeing a ton of people discussing a few interesting items found in the shop after this update, and that is in the daily deals shop. As you can see, specifically on my account, I have a 788 coin offer for 394 power points on Lola. I've seen other players here in the community over on Twitter or on Reddit also posting about these offers in the daily deals. Some accounts getting 2 of these options where it's a ton of coins, but you get a lot of power points if you are rushing to level 11. Now, I know this isn't applicable to every single player out there, especially free-to-play players. This might be a little bit more on the expensive side of things, but if you're a medium spender or someone who has a ton of coins, this is definitely in your best interest if you're trying to get to power level 10 or power level 11 as fast as you can. Now, we do have a few other things to discuss here in today's video about power points and progression moving into this update that has been shared on social media that you guys will be finding very, very useful. But another thing that I wanted to point out for the medium spenders here in Brawl Stars is we have new special offers for power points. I feel like if you guys have gems to spend here in the game, these power point offers are always very, very helpful, seeing that you can put them on a specific brawler that you really, really want, and seeing that it's actually quite a bit of resources in these offers. It's definitely going to be helpful moving into this power level 11 craziness. But I'm telling you right now, Club Leagues is going to be the absolute best to get power points, and we will be getting into those metrics a little bit later on in the video. Next, moving along to a very, very hot topic here inside of the Brawl Stars community. Normally, I like reporting on fun things that are exciting here in the community, but one thing that I would say is more of a negative going on, that might be an understatement. People are very, very disappointed in this bug fix here. Added a cap to legendary brawler drop chance, set now to 0.2544%. As we all should know by now, the legendary brawler drop rate is a changing percent. Every single time you open up a brawl box without a legendary brawler inside it, the next brawl box that you open will have a slightly better chance to pull legendary brawler until it reached very, very crazy high totals. We were seeing on maxed accounts, for example, when Meg came out, these absolutely insane percents in order to get a legendary brawler, some being even easier than pulling a super rare brawler, people pulling it on their like first mega brawl box or second mega brawl box. It was insane. But now it is going to be capped out at 0.2544%, which I guess is still pretty high percent, but you can't exceed that percent, which got a few people in the community a little bit disappointed, to say the least, especially players that had a higher percent chance to get a legendary brawler than this cap, say for example 0.3%, and then you get bumped down to that amount. It was a little bit of a blow. It's pretty safe to say people are a bit disappointed with this change and just some of the elements inside of this update. I mean, if you guys have been on Reddit for the past couple days here, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty dang crazy over here. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are searching for opinions from other creators here on this change or just this update in general. Personally, I'm a big fan of this update. There are a few things in it which I totally understand some people a bit frustrated about, such as the legendary cap and free-to-play players trying to max out their account once again. But my goodness, people are so ruthless. I feel like people try to attach to the negatives when it comes to anything, but it is so disheartening. Taking a look at the track record from Brawl Stars, all the updates in the past have had amazing things coming to the game. I feel like Brawl Stars is probably one of the best, if not the best dev team when it comes to a Supercell game compared to any of the other ones. We have been in phenomenal hands up until this point, so I like to trust that the things that they implement in this game are going to be either ironed out or compensated for us. Brawl Stars has always looked out for their community and taking the optimistic road with this update, which I always try to do, especially if things are not yet released. I think it's very important to kind of take in the entire update once everything is in the game. We still have club leagues to be released, which I feel like is going to be very, very fun. We haven't had a social implementation in a club since the beginning of Brawl Stars, and it's going to be offering some incredible rewards in the realm of power points, which we can literally pick and choose which brawler we want the power points on, which is such a nice tool. I think this update and the power level system was not meant to be a power level system where you just get everything maxed out. The way I look at this update is you're supposed to be using the offers from the club leagues to level up your absolute favorite ones so you can experience this leveling progression so you have a little bit more control over your account and enjoy the game that way. Not gonna lie to you guys, I thought it was really exhausting when I was trying to max out my account every single brawler, which is why I'm always a condoner of having like favorite brawlers here in the game. I find it a more enjoyable experience. Guys, I only play with like Colt, Mortis, and Dynamite, as you all may know. But that's just the route that I'm taking here with this update. I think we still have a lot left to look out for with this update that might be very fun and exciting. The whole update isn't even here yet. And hey, I know I'm backing up Brawl Stars quite a lot right now, and I think it's pretty understandable based on what Brawl Stars has done for this game in the past. They have done a phenomenal job, but I will be the first one to say something about this update if, say for example, Club Leagues comes out and it isn't a good implementation for the game and the future of Brawl Stars. But with my 2 cents out of the way, I next want to get straight away into a really awesome post to give you guys a little bit of perspective as to how much progression we can get from Club Leagues before it's released here into the game. I think this post is going to give you guys a little bit of peace of mind if you are a little bit stressed out with all the things being implemented in this update, because my goodness, Club League is going to have insane progression. It's insane. So huge shout out to Flying Lane for putting this together. It took him a really long time, but he's doing miracles for the community. So basically this 4-page post is just an eye-opener as to how much progression we can come to expect from Club League once it is released, especially in comparison to the already existing resources that we get inside of Brawl Stars for progression. So I'm going to try to fly by these first couple pages, basically just highlighting how many power points we can get in the game with the Brawl Passes as well as the purchasable Brawl Pass. Summing it up here at the very bottom. So with both sides combined, you get a total of 8,829 roughly power points per season. And then of course adding up the other avenues of progression that we have here in the game, such as purchasing Brawl Boxes and big Brawl Boxes for star points in the shop, as well as your trophy road. A little bit more on the minuscule side when it comes to the PowerPoint resources. Brawl Pass was by far in a big way the most reward heavy when it came to progression here in the game. But then we get to Club Leagues here, as you can see at the very top, and now I'm going to give you details on Club League and its impact on progression. According to this video by Kairos Time, you get 534 club points per week if you get to Diamond 1, which seems easier to reach than Diamond 1 in Power League, so don't worry. And consistently getting 4th place, which is in the middle of the pack. Kairos did a great job in that video, kind of doing an average. You don't have to be the best in your Club League season or anything like that. A very kind of middle of the row club points each time you play Club League. That means over the course of 10 weeks length of the Brawl Pass season, you'll be getting around 5,340 club points. The PowerPoint offer in the shop costs 120 club points and gives you 200 wild card power points. With 5,260 of these club points, you can buy 8,800 power points that you can use on any brawler and want in one Brawl Pass season. Now, I do believe I've seen a few other examples of PowerPoint offers in the club shop, maybe a 400 PowerPoint offer. I may be mistaken by that, but getting into the total calculations here, as you can see, if you are a free-to-play player who purchases the Brawl Pass every other season in 1 year, you will get approximately 39,243 power points from the Brawl Pass, 46,037 if you buy the pass every season, 1,183 power points from the Trophy Road, and 4,745 power points from Star Point boxes, with a grand total of 45,885 power points from Club League. That's a 106% buff to power points progression speed. 88% of you buy the Brawl Pass every season, which is a pretty cool metric to take a look at. Again, trying to take the more positive route with this update. Dandy Stuff commenting under this post, people seriously forgot the whole bulk of this update is literally Club League and a lot more progression that's coming with it. This is an end game update, not something you can max out in 1 day and then complain when you can't. Some other people saying here, for example, the Penny fan saying it might be more difficult than you expect to get Diamond 1 for the average player, and then Frank says Diamond 1 is to be expected, where the majority of clubs will end up. The structures here are different and there is no seasonal reset. So again, I'm not saying don't be disappointed or anything like that. You have the free will to be disappointed about any update implementation, but let's just try to keep in mind that the whole entire bulk of this update has yet to be released yet. I think it's going to be so freaking fun to mingle with my club mates, trying to prep as best as I can for a Club League and try to maximize how many club points I can get from that club club league in order to put on any brawler that I want. There's a few different brawlers that I want to get to power level 11 first, such as Surge. I want to get Leon. My favorites such as Colt, Dyna, and Mortis. I really want to get Bull to power level 11, and I find that really exciting. And if you are free to play with these club leagues, you now have the ability to rush a power level 11 if you want to, even if, for example, your account is in overall like power level 6. You get to experience some endgame content if you want to explore those avenues inside of Brawl Stars. I find that super exciting. Maybe you really love a specific brawler. I'll use Colt for an example, and you're in the middle of the pack when it comes to power points, power level 6 on all your brawlers for an average. You now have the ability to rush that Colt and unlock endgame content for Colt. That is so freaking cool. I just really feel like this update is going to open up some pretty interesting avenues where it's not like you're just trying to level up your account altogether. You now have the ability to pick and choose the fun progression on your account that you want, which is really liberating in my eyes. So yeah, where I'm sitting right now, I'm just really eagerly awaiting club leagues. I'm very much so looking forward to that. And hey, I'm a pretty big fan of power level 11. It gives me an opportunity to play this game again. But transitioning away from the more heavy topics here in today's video, I've been dying to talk about some of these implementations that I feel like some people have kind of glossed over with this update. There have been some really cool visual changes. This one, for example, with Nita and her throwing animation with her super. Getting our super here, when we toss out our Bruce, it is now different. It's a paw. Oh my goodness. It's the small things that count, guys. And another significant visual change that came out here with this update is, as you can see, the super radius that Buzz charges up his super passively, his passive ability, has changed. The before one was like just dotted lines. This one is so much better. I love it. It doesn't feel like it's in the way anymore, where I feel like those dotted lines kind of got a little bit distracting. This is beautiful. It is so good. And a few other things that I want to get straight away into here in today's video is, one, an update on my main account. As you all know, I posted a community post some time ago saying, should I max out my account? I think I will here sometime down the road. I think it's pretty dang important for a content creator to have all the new updated things so you can get a good clear image as to what came out with the update. But guys, I'm telling you, with this update, I want to have fun. I want to progress on my account a little bit at least before I purchase everything on the account. I want to experience club leagues and how much resources we can actually get with club leagues. I probably will gem here and there trying to get to power level 11 on certain brawlers, but I don't think I want to just max out everything. I kind of want to soak in this update and explore Brawl Stars, kind of reintroducing a new love for the game now that I can experience trying to get maxed out again. I'm assuming I will be maxed out faster than a normal player, seeing that I'm probably going to be purchasing gems here and there to level up my overall account. But again, I just want to experience the club league for the fun of it and the progression that's behind it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So hey, I might be one of the only content creators that isn't going to max out within like the first week of this update. I think it's going to be insanely fun taking this route, and I'm all about the fun, baby. Let's freaking go. And the final thing I want to bring up here in today's video are my cursed accounts. I've been seeing a ton of comments as of recently on my videos saying like, your accounts are ruined now, Ray, what the heck? A lot of people have been saying that they're ruined now, seeing that they're not maxed out because they're power level 9. And as of right now, all my cursed accounts that achieve rank 35, I can't log into whatsoever. If I do, they'll be ruined by the Brawl Pass auto collection. So that is a no-no. Can't level them up. But to be completely honest, the cursedness that came from these accounts aren't necessarily the leveling on them. I literally just leveled them up so I could have access to the star powers and gadgets because we needed that for a rank 35 push. What I find cursed is the rank 35 on it, as well as the single brawler on it, right? It's just a brawler on its own beside Shelly and a rank 35. It's just bizarre. Now, if Brawl Stars sometime, I'm assuming in the near future, adds a higher rank here in the game, I might be a little bit disappointed when that happens, but where they're at right now, I'm very thrilled about them, and I still find them very exciting. Now, what I am a little bit nervous about is if these guys will be kicked out due to inactivity from the club. If that's the case, that'll be very disappointing, but hey, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, everyone, I think that's a good ending point here for today's video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts about what we discussed here today. Things are a little bit up in the air as of right now when it comes to this update, but I am excited to explore the remainder of the update. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to slap a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.